Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful Wednesday morning here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Wherever you are on the globe, you are highly welcome to this very special edition. Dear friends, yes, yesterday was a great day. Tuesday with great news we received in the football world regarding our club, Chelsea Football Club, and I am excited to report once again to you out there on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, or here in Southeast Asia. Well, in fact, any part of the world you are, dear friend, you are highly welcome to this very special edition. This is Salon's blog. Yes, and yesterday, we all had a breaking news. And in fact, the past 48 hours, we've been talking about this issue. And over the night, the news continued. Dear friend, regarding Victor Osimehn and Romelu Lukaku to Chelsea. Now, I'm here this very hour to explain few things to you, Chelsea fans out there. Yes. I am here to explain few things to you guys out there on this deal. Fabrizio Romano reports on Victor Osimehn to Chelsea. Last night, he said, I can confirm that Napoli and Chelsea have been talking in the last 48 hours. But Osimehn and his agent are against a loan move with buy option. Osimehn and his agent are against a loan move with a buy option. Dear friend, there is a reason why, and I will explain to you. Don't go anywhere, just stay tuned. A buy option is an option. Now, let's go on. A loan with obligation is considered in football world as permanent or permanent transfer. In this case, what was mentioned was a loan with buy option. It's something the agent and the player don't want to consider. All right, we are moving on. Napoli wants 70 million euro plus Lukaku, rated at 30 million, for the operation for Osimehn to Chelsea to happen. It will not be a loan, as reported in England, according to Di Marzio. Why this Di Marzio is an Italian newspaper, Napoli newspaper for that matter. Why they report this is simply because of what the agent has said. The buy option that Napoli wants, or with Chelsea, the agent and the player have rejected that buy option. What do they want? What do the agent and the player want? You see, dear friends, the salary of Victor Osimehn is very important to him. If Victor Osimehn wants to go on loan to Chelsea, he will probably have to reduce his salary. Napoli will never cover the wages while out on loan. Napoli, they will never cover up or pay part of the loan, part of the salary of Victor Osimehn. They will not pay it. And he is on a big salary, around 9.2 million pounds net with Napoli. He does not want to cut that. The player, Victor Osimehn, does not want to cut the salary whilst on loan. Whilst on loan with an option. Now, Napoli don't like Chelsea's offer of a loan with option to buy Victor Osimehn. They will negotiate if Osimehn and Lukaku's deal will be a year loan with obligation to buy. This is where the problem is. Obligation to buy is different from option to buy. You are being obliged means that no matter what happens, at the end of the season, you are obligated to buy the player. In the event that the operation with Chelsea were to take place, Napoli will work for a figure around 70 million plus Lukaku, valued at 30 million as a base fee. So, what Napoli wants, and as a matter of fact, Victor Osimehn and his agent As you can see them right there on your screen. What they want is obligation to buy from Chelsea, not an option to buy. Obligation to buy, not an option. Obligation simply means no matter what happens, Chelsea will have to buy Victor Osimehn at all costs. Now, another interesting aspect of it, during the negotiations, Chelsea want to insert a clause that, okay, obligation to buy only if Chelsea qualifies for Champions League. Obligation to buy only if Chelsea qualifies for Champions League. That is, if the player successfully helped Chelsea to qualify for Champions League next season, then obligation to buy. No Champions League, no obligation. This is where the issue has stalled. Over the past night, dear friends, we understand talks are still ongoing. Talks are still ongoing. And I want to believe that in the next 48 hours again, that's between now and Friday, an agreement should be reached between Chelsea, Victor Osimehn, Napoli, and Romelu Lukaku. From how we set up and play so far, well, dear friend, let me not go into this yet. In my next episode, I should be able to go into this. But quickly, you see, do Chelsea really want Osimehn? The big problem for Enzo Maresca, do Chelsea really want Victor Osimehn? I will have to give answers to this in my next episode. Yes. So right now, the whole negotiations, the talks were ongoing over the night, but there is not yet an agreement between Chelsea and Napoli. Just because obligation to buy, not an option to buy. Chelsea don't want a situation whereby the player will come in. He is on a huge salary. And after 1 year, we are still not in the Champions League, and we are paying such a huge amount of money to buy him. We are giving Romelu Lukaku also part of the deal, and we are still going to be paying that huge salary. This is where the matter is right now. Dear friends, what do you think? Do you think Chelsea is doing the right thing? Option to buy. Chelsea want option to buy. That means that the decision will lie in their chest whether to buy the player after the loan season. Napoli, the player and the agent, they want obligation to buy. Whatever happens after the loan season, Chelsea, you cannot return the player to us. And hey, you see, the player himself made it very clear. I don't know whether I have it here. He made it very clear, pretty clear. Okay, Victor Osimhen's agent, Roberto Calenda, he said, I read about fantasy exchanges with Victor as if he was a package to be delivered quickly. This package is the top scorer of the third Scudetto in the history of Napoli. Respect and stop fake news. All right, this is coming from the agent. Now, if Napoli do want 70 million, that's 58 million pounds, then that is a huge price drop from their previous release clause. And they are getting Lukaku in addition. We, Chelsea, we desperately want to get rid of Romelu Lukaku because he's on a very big wages, right? It is a good deal, in my own opinion. It is a good deal. But the player, Romelu Lukaku, he says something which I'm trying to get for you. He do not want to go back to Napoli after the season. His agent don't want his client to go back to Napoli after the season. I hope you are getting it. The player don't want to go back to Napoli after the end of the season. His agent don't want him to go back after the season. That is why they are fighting for a permanent deal. Another reason, a loan, the agent might receive just a little amount of money. But outright sale, the agent will also receive a huge amount of money. So there are too many things that are in play here. A lot is being played here out. Dear friends, a lot. So it's not just an easy deal. It's not just an easy agreement to arrive at. There are many issues that need to be discussed and sorted out. Ladies and gentlemen, very good morning to you wherever you are. This is your channel, Salon's Blog. Like the video, share the video, and let me hear from you in the comment section. Let me know your name, know your location as well, dear friends. And hey, very soon we will be on TikTok. Yes. Very soon we'll be on TikTok because I would love to be coming your way every hour with breaking news. You know, if it's 30 seconds breaking news, I want to deliver to you on TikTok. So watch out for our TikTok very soon. Before this week runs out, any moment, any day, we will be announcing ourselves on TikTok. Dear friends, let's continue on some other news. Philip Jorgensen now in camp. Medicals took place yesterday and a player had his first training with Chelsea. Yes, medicals took place and a player had his first training with Chelsea. And as you can see him walking down there with the other players, other goalkeepers. Official, exclusive story confirmed. Philip Jorgensen joined Chelsea on 24.5 million euro deal from Villarreal. Medical done in the US, he's already set to train with Maresca squad after signing a 6-year contract. Yes, as you can see him walking down there with the other goalkeepers. And let me tell you what, Enzo Sanchez, yes, Sanchez said something about him. Sanchez, he said, okay, Philip Jorgensen, he said Robert Sanchez has been with the national team of Spain, where I live and playing with Villarreal. And I followed him a bit when he was at Brighton and now Chelsea. I know he is a very good goalkeeper, and I hope we can learn from each other and produce the best version of ourselves together. This is what Philip Jorgensen had to say about our goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. Dear friends, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, Conor Gallagher to Atletico Madrid is gathering pace and momentum. Conor to Atletico Madrid is gathering pace and momentum. Chelsea are doing disservice to ourselves. We are trying to force our own deputy captain, who captained our team 90% of our games last season. We are trying to force him out. Why am I saying this? Conor Gallagher may need some convincing in order to join Atletico Madrid, according to Nisa Kinzela. Conor Gallagher may need some convincing in order to join Atletico Madrid, according to Nisa Kinzela. Don't forget, the player holds a card. He can choose not to go. And you can choose not to play him. Yet he'll be receiving his £50,000 every week. Yes. He will. Because you cannot force him. Listen, you see, where things stand right now, talk still ongoing. In fact, almost at conclusion stage. But the question is the player ready to go? Is the player willing to move? We need to ask ourselves that question. Is he ready to go? Is he ready to move? Or we are just forcing him out? Trevor Chalobah, equally. Right now, if you want to check it carefully, who again is an academy player in that squad? Or a long-serving player in that squad, more than 2 years? Rhys James and who? Ben Chilwell. Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, Ben Chilwell himself, his position is shaking. Why am I saying this? Our coach had a press conference yesterday and he made a statement on Ben Chilwell. I think for the sake of my time, I will have to come back to that later in my next episode. I don't want to be keeping you so long. But you see, in conclusion, before I let you go, this morning, it is your breakfast. The two main takeaway points, from everything that I've said here on Victor Osimehn, I want to remind you again of Victor Osimehn and his agent want to leave Napoli permanently this summer. His agent and the player, they want to leave Napoli permanently this summer. They don't want any chance to return a year later. 2, Victor Osimehn will not reduce his wages. Victor Osimehn will not reduce his wages. Worst case scenario, if Chelsea is not going to increase it at all, he has to be on par. How do you think this will end up? Let me hear from you in the comments section. Finally, and I don't want to talk about Enzo Fernandez now. I will speak about him in the next episode. But right there on your screen, Enzo Fernandez and Moise Caicedo coming down from the Chelsea team bus. Yes. In picture, you can see them right there. Enzo is in camp, and I'll give you latest update on Enzo Fernandez in my next episode. Not just that, there is so much to talk about. In the next episode, watch out. So much will come out from that. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly, let me give a shout out. Good morning, Mr. Selon's blog. Looks rider from Zambia. But don't give him number 9 and give him number 90. Please, please, please. Oh, we shouldn't give the number 9 jersey to Victor Osimehn, right? You still believe in that? What's the name? Look, dear friend, forget it. There's nothing wrong with the number 9. We saw the last player that performed in the number 9 is who? This Liverpool player. I will remember the name. Then, let's just forget about all that story. All right. This one says, I tell you, Chelsea will sign Victor Osimehn. You don't believe me? Niyi from Nigeria. Stay in Cairo. Yes, Niyi, you said it truly, and you are still repeating it every day. Well, now I believe you. Let's work on it. Let's see what will happen next on this issue. There's so much to talk about yet on the Victor Osimehn front. In my next episode, wait for it. Big shout out to you out there, Niyi from Nigeria, but stays in Cairo, Egypt. And then Lux Ryder from Zambia. Big shout out to you guys all. So it says, Sadiq Adeleke, he said, I said something related to Osimehn to Chelsea. It's possible. But you didn't believe me, Mr. Selon. Oh, so now all of you are saying, I didn't believe you. I didn't believe you. Listen, guys, I believe everything that you guys always say. But you see, my analysis, and I will come back again to that in my next video. And I'll still maintain my word. Yes, I'll still maintain my word, and I'll repeat it again in my next episode. Just wait for that in the next one, dear friend. Big shout out to you, Adel Sadiq Adeleke. Yeah. This one says, good evening from here, Mr. Selon. Whoa. Wow. Osimehn to Chelsea on loan and obligation to buy. Bro, I love that deal. I think the obligation to buy will boost Chelsea to qualify for Champions League. I pray that the deal happen. As Enzo Fernandez, that guy is good. He really showed that he is really sorry for what happened. And we Chelsea fans welcome your apologies. And we love you, bro. Michael from Lagos, Nigeria. Big shout out to you out there, Michael from Lagos, Nigeria. He said, please, sir, I'm so excited about it. But if we secure the deal with Napoli, then he shouldn't take jersey number 9, please, sir. Everybody, well, all right. They are saying he shouldn't take the jersey number 9. Victor Osimehn, don't take the number 9 jersey. He said you should rather take number 90. Okay? Big shout out to you out there, my brother. All right. This one says, good evening, Mr. Selon. God bless you and your family. Thank you so much for your analysis. My country to people, maybe. For my analysis, my country to people, maybe know where I'm from, like Victor Osimehn to come to Chelsea and gain. I'm very happy. My name is Yannick Fagon from Benin Republic. Oh my goodness. My brother from Benin Republic, Fanyo Yannick from Benin Republic. Yes. Yesterday, I explained, or I told, I announced it publicly, your country. So you're happy that I did that for you. Okay. Well, Benin Republic is different from Benin State in Nigeria. Like I said yesterday, Benin Republic is in between Nigeria and Togo. If you are from Ghana you go to Togo Republic, you enter Benin Republic, then you enter Nigeria. If you are from Nigeria heading to Ghana by road, you have to pass through Benin Republic, you enter Togo Republic before you enter Ghana. Yeah, that is what he's trying to say. All right, big shout out to you out there, Yannick Fagnon. Well, on this note, ladies and gentlemen, let me leave you guys. I should be back with more exclusives and explosives in the next coming hours. See you when you see me, dear friend. Shalom and peace.